Welcome or welcome back. This particular story I want to talk about happened in 2018. It was about the controversial case of the off duty cop going into the wrong apartment and shooting an unarmed man. I still had a feeling about this case, and I just decided to do my own little research. And yeah, I don't like it. Let's talk about it.
Botham was born in St. Lucia. He had one brother and one sister and was an accountant. So, on September the 6th, 2018, Botham was chillaxing in the comfort of his home, working on accounting projects on his computer and playing the game of Xbox on his TV and eating a bowl of ice cream and apparently rolling a blunt to smoke. Repeat after me. In his home. When Amber Geiger was allegedly, at this time, so tired after work, she puts her key in the door and opens. How though? Allegedly, he sees nothing but silhouette and told the person to raise their hands. Say it with me again. In their own house. Amber says the fella aggressively says, yo, yo, yo. Well, duh, you just broke into his home. Amber next says the man comes towards her, and she shoots twice with an intention to kill. Botham dies a couple of hours later at the hospital. Okay, these are my observations in researching this case. Feel free to agree or disagree in the comments. We need to talk. Question number 1. How many times have you went to another apartment and pushed the door open? Huh? And if you did do this, would you go back the other way and call the police? Would you continue entering with the gun? Or would you step out and make sure it's the right address? As the decor should surely be different. 2. There was a red mat in front of the door. Bing. Should have said to her, not my apartment. Amber has nothing in front of her door. 3. He was unarmed. 4. He was eating a bowl of ice cream and left the door slightly ajar. Does it sound like a burglary to you? 5. His apartment was said to be directly below hers. Red flag, in my opinion. Was he loud or disturbing? 6. If you're on your computer, there's a light. If you play the game on the TV, there's a light. If you're eating ice cream and rolling a blunt, you need light. So how was it too hard for her to make out the individual that was in her apartment or their apartment? Amber is a 5'1" white woman and was said to have racist text messages found in her phone. She said out of her own mouth she shot to kill, and she did. She shot him in his heart twice. It's so easy to aim otherwise. But she hit the same organ twice. Another red flag. So, do you think if Botham was white, you think Amber would have asked more questions? I do. I do. According to Joshua Brown, the witness on the stand, he heard exchanges between her and Botham, and then the shots. She shot immediately. Immediately. And 2 times, not one. You supposed to shoot a warning shot. And then possibly in the foot or, somewhere that wouldn't hurt them, just to keep her from hurting you in their own apartment, though. However, she shot him twice in his heart. So, I've said this several times, but have we forgotten that this was Botham's house? She shot someone's son, brother, etc. And her attorney pointed out the fact that he was smoking weed. Do what? He was in his own relaxing. And if he did smoke weed, he was a smart weed smoker because he was an accountant. You have to use your memory and be good with numbers to become an accountant. So moving on. Amber was not arrested on the scene that day, but 2 days later. Her bond was set at $300,000. She made it the same day. But Amber was later indicted on murder charges. She pled guilty, and then the trial eventually started. Amber was convicted to 10 years, which I find absurd after the fact. Now, she got 10 years. She may do 2 or 18 months. Someone lost their life because of your poor choices, if that was the case. In my opinion, I don't think that was the case. I think there was another motive. According to Joshua Brown, earlier that day, management came to knock on he and Bothom's door saying that they had a noise complaint. Which brings me back to where I said he must have been disturbing her peace. She is directly under him. I think she used her position as a cop to do what she did. And if I'm wrong and found out to be wrong, I will apologize to her personally. These are my opinions and observations on this. I know you've heard this story because it's very controversial and it was the talk of the town for a while. So can we talk in the comments and let me know if you agree or disagree with me? I'm open for discussion. Because on the other token, I'm thinking, again, I have never mistaken my own apartment. But I don't know what I would do if I did mistake my own apartment. And I'm thinking of walking into my apartment and someone's in my apartment. However, thinking about these circumstances, I think I would have took another route because, according to the police, he was eating ice cream, playing a game, and doing accounting and rolling a blunt. I don't see anybody breaking into your apartment and getting that comfortable. What do y'all think? Meet me in the comments.
Yes, ma'am.
And where are you originally from?
Jacksonville, Florida.
And when did you move to Texas?
2008.
Did you graduate high school?
Yes, ma'am.
What high school did you graduate from?
Crossroads.
Did you attend college?
Yes, ma'am.
And what college did you attend?
South Florida.
And what was your primary studies in?
Interdisciplinary science.
How many years of college did you complete?
4 years.
And what did you do once you graduated?
Continued to try to play football, and ended up picking up a job. After I graduated college, I started doing roofing. So I was a roofing contractor for a few years.
And what kind of work do you do now?
I try to run in my own business. I manage Airbnbs, and that's about it right now. I manage like 4 Airbnbs, 2 in LA, 1 in Atlanta. I'm trying to get 1 in Dallas now, so that'll be the 4th one. That's what I do now.
And Joshua, you've had some issues in the past with police officers and the criminal justice system, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in 2011, you had a misdemeanor theft conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in 2016, you had a possession of controlled substance conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
That was a state jail felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I want to direct your attention to September 6th, 2018.
Okay.
Where were you residing at the time?
Southside Flats,
What was your apartment number?
1437.
Earlier that day, did you get a visit from the leasing office?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell the court about that?
The leasing people came, knocked on our doors, and it was like they had a noise complaint. It was around like 2 p.m. It was kind of odd because there wasn't no noise.
Okay, and you say our doors. When you say our, who are you referring to?
Bothom. door. They came and knocked on me and Bo's door, and just that's how I actually met him, because he came out the door.
Okay. And that was on the day of September 6, 2018, at about 2 something in the afternoon?
Yeah, around like 1 or 2.
Okay. And you said it was for a purpose of a noise complaint, but there was no noise?
Right.
Okay. And that was your first time meeting Bothom Jean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did y'all have a conversation that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What did y'all talk about?
Basically how me and Bo were both smoking weed, and we kind of knew that it was coming to our door because of maybe the scent of the weed.
Okay. And can you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, where was your apartment in relation to Mr. John's apartment?
So if my apartment was right here, I could reach over. You know, Bo apartment was probably like directly across from mine.
May I approach you, Michelle?
Yes.
Now, Joshua, I'm showing you what's been marked and admitted as State's Exhibit 30. After that interaction, did you, I guess, leave the apartment?
Yeah. No, I went back inside and played the game, and then that was about it. I left later on that night.
What was the purpose of you leaving later on that night?
To go watch a football game.
And where did you watch that at?
At Bothom Jean.
And because this particular day was kickoff season to the NFL, correct?
Yeah, the Falcons were playing. Probably like a Thursday night game. Started NFL season. Yeah.
And you remember the Falcons playing?
Yeah, I think the Falcons and the Eagles were playing. I believe so.
Did you have any particular interest in any of those games?
Yeah, I know too. My cousin plays safety for the Falcons, and a friend of mine plays for the Eagles. So I just wanted to make sure I was there to watch the game.
Okay. And where did you watch the game at?
At Bothom Jean.
And where's that located?
Like off 35.
It's like 35 in Empire Central, up in that area?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get to and from the game, Bombshells?
I took a lift. I knew I'd be having a few drinks, so I took a lift there and back.
When you returned to Southside Flats that evening, did you watch the entire game?
Nah, I left. No, ma'am. I left at halftime.
When you returned to Southside Flats that evening via lift, which way did you enter?
Through the elevator.
Okay. Was that the main elevator in the middle of the complex?
The elevator in the garage, in the parking garage.
May I approach you?
Yes.
Described as two people meeting each other on a surprise, so I'm assuming, the door's open and two people meet, and then I hear the 2 gunshots go off.
Okay. So let's stop there for a second. You said when you get to the conjunction between the 2 hallways, you hear what sounds like 2 people meeting by surprise. Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And what made you think that it was 2 people meeting by surprise?
Because I couldn't make out what either one of them was saying. I couldn't tell y'all today that what either one of them was saying. It was like, it wasn't English, so, but I just knew it was 2 people meeting, 2 human beings meeting. So, that's the only way I could describe it.
Okay. Was it 2 separate voices?
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell if one of the voices was giving loud commands like stop, police, or anything of that nature?
Yeah, but no, that wasn't what they were saying.
That's not what you heard?
No.
Okay. However, you say you didn't hear exactly what you heard.
No, I can't say I heard any type of words that I can make out.
Okay. Once you, in that conjunction between the 2 hallways, and hear the voices and the pop, how soon after the voices did you hear the sounds of gunshots?
Right after.
Right after?
Right after.
It was
right after.
quick?
Quick.
And the 2 gunshots you heard, were they quick?
They were quick.
Okay. What did you do when you heard the 2 gunshots?
I ran back out of here.
Okay. Fair enough. And so you ran back out toward the elevator area?
Right here, because I can see my door from right here. So I ran here, about right here, to look and see if I could see somebody in my apartment.
Okay, because this courtyard is open air courtyard, correct? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can see directly across.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're looking to see if someone is in your apartment.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how long did you stay in this particular area of the garage?
I seen a guy come out. I seen other people come out of the patio, and I asked them, with those gunshots that I heard, they all said yes. So probably like within 2 minutes, I put it in my head, like I still got my dog in my room. So I went back, walked back over there.
Okay, so you start walking back towards your apartment down the same corridor. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then did you make the corner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once you made the corner, did you observe anybody in the immediate area of your apartment?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did it look like there was any disruption in this immediate area of your apartment?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you proceed into your apartment at 1437?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You may take your seat.